Hello students, it is video number 30 of class 8 chemistry. We will continue with lesson number 9 carbon. It is part 3. Amorphous forms of carbon. Unlike the crystalline form, the amorphous form of a substance contains loosely held particles. These particles easily separate. You can see this diagram structure of amorphous carbon. The particles easily separated and make available a large surface area. When a piece of substance break into two or new surfaces are created, if the pieces keep on breaking, newer surface will appear. So the more powdery a substance, larger is the surface area. And generally, amorphous forms of substance are more active than the crystalline form. You can see the structure of amorphous diamond and the diamond and see in which way particles are arranged. You can see this flow chart in which we come to know that carbon exists in different amorphous forms: soot, charcoal, coal, coke, and many more. First we will discuss wood charcoal. Wood charcoal is prepared by destructive distillation of wood, a mixture of gases, and vapor evolve when charcoal is left as a residue. So what is destructive distillation? Let's see. Destructive distillation or pyrolysis. Let's discuss what it is. In this case, we will take a wood shaving in tube and close the mouth with the cork, which is adjusted with the delivery tube so that air can't enter inside it. We will heat the test tube. Then on another side we get tar, black color substance, pyroligneous acid, and upper side from one tube wood gas burn when kindled. In this way, when this process going to do continuously, in the test tube, residue is left and that residue act like the charcoal. One activity already given in the book about the destructive distillation, that how we can make wood charcoal at home too. We will put some wood shaving in the can and cover it with the lid. Make a hole in the lid and heat the can on the stove. Hold a lighted match to the mixture of the gases emerging from the hole. It should burn with the steady flame. Place a can full of ice near the hole. Substance in the mixture that have low melting point will condense around the can. Turn off the stove when the gases stop evolving. Examine the can after they have cooled. The wood shaving would have converted to charcoal and there will be tar on the surface of second can as well as inside the surface of the first. And this one is one activity presenting destructive distillation of wood. The mixture of gases carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, methane and H2 is combustible and it is also known as wood gas. When it condenses, the vapor separate into tar and a liquid. The liquid carbon pyroligneous acid and it contains organic compound. Now wood charcoal is a dark, permeable and weak solid. It acts as a good adsorbent. Charcoal powder absorbs shading matter from solution and harmful gases from the air. And charcoal is likewise a good reducing agent also. So where we can use wood charcoal as a fuel, as antiperspirant and in a gas mask to filter contamination, as a staining operator for decolorizing oils and so on. In making gunpowder, let's discuss animal charcoal. Animal charcoal or bone charcoal is acquired by destructive distillation of bones and it consists of about 10 to 12% of amorphous carbon. Animal bones are first boiled with water to remove fatty substance and then subjected to destructive distillation in a retort. The solid product in the retort is washed thoroughly with hydrochloric acid. The residual substance is bone charcoal. In 10 to 12% of amorphous carbon we get after this. Sugar charcoal. Sugar charcoal is acquired by warming sugar without air. Sugar charcoal is the purest type of amorphous carbon. You can see the reaction cane sugar. When we heat it in the absence of air, we get sugar, charcoal and water. Sugar charcoal gets to be distinctly activated charcoal when it is powdered to molecule size of about 5 microns, so minute, and warmed at around 1000 Kelvin in vacuum. Activated charcoal has an expanded adsorption limit. Now we will discuss lamp black, which is also known as soot. Lamp black is fabricated when tar and vegetable oil, which are rich in the carbon, are signed in deficient supply of air, and the subsequent residue is deposited on wet blankets in a room. Lamp black is velvety black powder. It is utilized as a part of preparation of Indian ink, carbon paper, printer ink, varnishes and black paint. How we can prepare lamp black at home? By burning mustard oil with the help of a wick, collecting the soot on a dish, and this soot is used for preparing kajal and printer ink. Activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is prepared by heating wood charcoal at 900 degrees Celsius in a limited supply of air or steam. Any tar in the wood charcoal is removed and surface area of charcoal increases gently. If we powder 1 kilogram of activated charcoal, it forms the surface area of 1 kilometer square. Hence, activated charcoal is more active than the wood charcoal. Coke is obtained when coal is heated strongly in the absence of air. Coke is more porous and therefore it is more active than the coal. Gas carbon and petroleum coke. Gas deposit on the wall of a retort when a hydrocarbon is heated in it in the absence of air. Gas carbon is a good conductor of electricity and is therefore used as an electrode. So gas carbon and petroleum coke are utilized for making terminals in dry cells. Same it is, because what it means, it used for making electrode. Adsorption, a useful property of carbon. Adsorption, it is a surface phenomena. Why? Because a thin layer of adsorbed substance is formed only on the surface of adsorbent. And when adsorbent area is more adsorption will be there. So it depends on surface area also. That's why it is known as surface phenomena. That's why it is used for the gas mask to remove poisonous gases and all the contamination. Active form of charcoal prepared from the coconut shell. To prepare special gas mask. Bone charcoal used to remove brown impurity from the unrefined sugar, and many impurities of water are removed by filtration through charcoal. And this is done through the water treatment plants or domestic UV purifier. Activated coconut charcoal used for separating mixture of noble gases. Different noble gases adsorbed by the charcoal at different temperature. Activated charcoal facilitates certain chemical reaction and therefore it acts like a catalyst. Example they have given: chlorine adsorbed on activated charcoal readily and combined with hydrogen in darkness, and reaction between chlorine and hydrogen in darkness is otherwise extremely slow. It is fast only when activated charcoal is present in the reaction. Now we will discuss chemical properties and the uses of the amorphous forms of carbon. First, chemical property that these react with the oxygen. When we burn carbon in excess of oxygen, we know carbon dioxide will release and heat is also formed. And when there is insufficient supply of air to the burning carbon, then we get carbon monoxide and heat will release. And carbon, so these reactions make carbon as a good fuel. Because when carbon burn in absence or insufficient supply of air, it forms carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide once again come in air, react with oxygen, then it form carbon dioxide. Then reducing property, already we discussed that charcoal, it act like a reducing agent also, because it combined with the oxygen present in many compounds. That's why it act like a reducing agent. Then reduction of metal oxide. In this case, you can see metal oxides are given, and when coke or charcoal react with them, when we heated them, we get metals and carbon monoxide as a product. It means that when we heat any oxides of metal below the aluminium in the activity cities, they reduced in form of metal and carbon monoxide. So this kind of reduction called carbon reduction, and it is a great importance of metallurgy. So this process in science is used to extract metal from the ores. Reduction of water. When steam is passed over the red hot coke, a mixture is formed, water gas. And water gas is of great industrial importance.